to be sharing 3 recent highlights from my journal that I've just gone back through. I've looked through all the things I've written, and I think these are the 3 key ideas that can have the most impact on somebody else's life right now. So first off is keep moving forwards. There have been days where I have just woken up and I look at my phone and I see that something has gone wrong, something's not right. It's my problem, my fault, something that I need to improve and fix in the future. And when you wake up to that, you just want to roll over and go back to sleep, because that's not a fun thing to have to face. Nobody wants to be greeted with failure the very first thing in the morning. But often from those situations, when you get up, you push on, you sort the things out, if you take on the challenge head first, the challenge diminishes exponentially. The actual fear or struggle that you have within yourself, it's blown apart so quickly. So I really think keep moving forwards, even when things are hard, because that's when there's the most potential for growth. You're coming out of a failure, you have the chance to learn something from this experience and improve on the system that was already there. The times that I wake up and have to just push forward, even when I hate it, I don't want to, that's when the most growth happens. And those are the days that I honestly think are some of the best days that I have, because stuff gets sorted. The second thing, or the second highlight that I saw when I was reviewing my notes, was do the things you love. That's really been a predominant theme that I've seen from a lot of podcasts, a lot of content creators, lots of people. And I almost feel like it's become the case more so since AI has really become a big integration into workplaces and just everything. Because the ultimate fact is that if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't love your job, AI will be able to replace you, because if there's nothing driving you forwards, you're going to be like, I'll just sit here and become irrelevant in a sense, because you don't actually love what you're doing. You'd rather be at home doom scrolling, and that's a common, I guess, struggle of today's world, is that we're constantly distracted. So it's hard to find the thing we love to do, because we procrastinate massively, because we have the ability to distract our minds so easily. That's not a good thing, but it also opens up the chances if you are willing to find that thing you love. If you do the thing you love and you do it the best, if you're the best in class, you're going to excel, you're going to go places, because there's going to be other people who, when the going gets tough, when they don't just simply move forwards, they give up. And that's that. There's no drive, there's no motivation, there's no love in what they do. That's why they create second-rate products. They provide a second-rate service. Love or passion behind creating or building the best product or system or performing at your best, love and passion is what pushes excellence. So if we want to excel in our work, we have to do something we love. You're never going to excel doing something that bores you or that you downright hate. That's just a fact. Moving on. My last highlight from reviewing my journal was, and this is a question that was posed to me, what if you just spent 1 year giving it your all? Like giving that thing that you want to do, that thing you love, giving it your all, moving on when things are hard, pushing forwards. What happens? Like, just imagine this for a second. If you spend the next 365 days to focus solely on the one thing that you love doing that benefits others, just imagine how much good you could bring to the world, and imagine just how different your life would look. Like, I'm not saying that you have to go do it, but just stop and imagine what the potential could be, what it could potentially look like, what life could be if you just gave it your all for 1 year. And it's a long time, but it's also not that long, because if you give it your all for 1 year and things work out after you've gone through the hardships and you keep doing what you love, if you just keep pushing, if you keep working at it, the results and the rewards, whether that be monetary, spiritual, or self-fulfillingly, they're going to be massive. And I don't think anyone could sit there and say, nah, if I gave it my all for 1 year, I'd be in the exact same place I am today, with the exact same problems, living the exact same life. I think you're delusional if you tell me that. Because the truth is, if you give it your all, for that period of time, something will change. Something will change in your mind, and that change in your mind will affect the world around you. And that will change your life.